It's time for game 2 of round 2 of the Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl, the 2026 edition. The American Sports Prep Americans take on the Tri-Cities Christian Academy Eagles here at Bud Parton Field. Welcome in, everyone. James Shannon on the call. Whit Maxwell handling camera duties down below. I want to thank you for tuning in. Of course, have both screens going because over on the main channel, kicking off soon, the Faith Christian School Patriots taking on the Tennessee Tigers. But right now, coin toss taking place here. Game 1, a big win for the Southern Christian Patriots. 51-12 in that one. Tri-Cities looking to bounce back from their loss last week against the Lighthouse Warriors. Meanwhile, American Sports Prep starting off their season here in Gatlinburg for the second year in a row. Last year taking on the Tennessee Heat. So a couple Tennessee matchups here for American Sports Prep. They played on this field exactly. Tri-Cities will get the opening kickoff and look to make a statement early on. Up on the main field, Preston McElhaney and Blake Biggs on the call on that one. So make sure you have both screens going. Keep up on both games. If I'm not mistaken, year 4 of the Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl, rather. And coming up in December, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, year 7 of the Gatlinburg All-American Bowl. It'll be the 9th All-American game up here at Rocky Top Sports World. The 7th under the banner, under the running of Rocky Top Sports World. Mr. Andrew Capps handling those duties. ASP set to kick off to Tri-Cities Christian. And away we go. Kickoff fielded just shy of the 25. This is going to be a return around the left-hand side. And on the return, it's number 11, Josiah Williams. So Tri-Cities will have a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 around the 40-yard line. Great run for the young man. Putting his team in pretty good field position to get started off. Carry up the middle, nothing doing on that one. Helmet comes loose. They got a little bit of yardage, 4 yards out of it. Good hard run for the Eagles. They'll make a dent in what they have to get to 6. You'll notice if you're just tuning in, you'll notice no clock, so I'll try to keep you updated on the time. Here's the snap. Keeper up the middle and brought down around the 50-yard line. That's number 13, Cohen Kessner, the sophomore in at quarterback. Across the 50, it'll move the chains. It'll be a Tri-Cities 1st down. A little bit of jump in there. Tri-Cities will get 5 yards. Move the ball up to the 44-yard line. Here's the give around the left-hand side with the carry down across the 35. That's going to be number 21, Ian Kelly, I believe. Yeah, Kelly with the carry there and a good hard run by the young man. Little hurdle step there. Across the 35 for the Tri-Cities Christian first down. We'll get a timeout called here by Tri-Cities Christian. 9:40 to go in the first quarter. A red hot start for the Eagles here at the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. Tri-Cities Christian has regrouped a little bit, ready to go. Here's the throw. Up the middle, pass is incomplete, almost intercepted by ASP number 3, Camarion Robinson. Pass intended for Strickler. He got a hand on it, and then Robinson was right there. He almost grabbed it as well. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Pitch up the middle. Here's the carry. Makes a couple defenders miss. Finally brought down around the 21-yard line. That's Kelly with a good hard run, and it'll bring up another Eagles first down. That Eagles offensive line moving the defenders and allowing the ball carrier to get to the second level. It's a recipe for success and a nice start for the Eagles coming off that tough loss last week to the Warriors, 40-0. Back here in Gatlinburg. Tri-Cities trying to go with a hard count. Trying to get the jump there. Kessner under center. Play fake. Nope. There was a give. Up the middle, it's Kelly. He's got 6. No flags. What a play by the Eagles. Give them 6. Tri-Cities Christian gets the 2-point conversion. Just like that, the Eagles, under 3.5 minutes into the game, have topped their score total from last week on their opening drive of offense. Here's the kick, little short one. Trying to field it was ASP, and their number 13, Parker Townsend, is going to fall on it, the sophomore. Nope, I'm sorry, freshman. And it'll set up a American Sports Prep 1st and 10. Coach John Teasley got a chance to talk to him on Extreme Talk this past Sunday. Just talked to him about the program and the history of it and going from year 1 to year 2. Speaking of Extreme Talk, you can catch that tomorrow on our main channel, 8-Man Extreme at 3 p.m. Central. Myself, Blake Biggs, newly selected Gatlinburg Hall of Famer Eli Cornett will be on there as well. Future Hall of Famer Blake Biggs as well, I believe. We'll see. First offensive play here for the Americans. Here's the pitch. And a reverse. Looking deep. Got the quarterback. Got to his man. That's number 4, Lathan Burrows. I'm sorry, he's not the quarterback, but he was wide open. And they get the completion down to about the 13-yard line. Great trick play there. That was Robinson with the throw. Let's see if we can get that replay one more time. Yeah, Robinson with the reverse, actually kind of a double reverse. And a big completion there to Burrows for the first down. Here's the give. Right-hand side, this is Burrows again. He'll be stopped. Let's see if they're going to take him back to the line of scrimmage. About the line of scrimmage. Trying to tell on the far side of the field here. It'll be 2nd and 10. American Sports Prep coming out of the gate with the trick play. Put them deep in Eagles territory. I formation. Here's the snap. Looking left. Fires left. Intercepted in the end zone. See if we can get a number on this one. Still on his feet and finally brought down around the 27-yard line. Guess what, folks? It's Ian Kelly with the pick. And it looks like the American player lost his footing. Kelly right there playing center field. Able to snag that and give the ball back to Tri-Cities with 6:48 to go in the first quarter here. So 1st and 10. The snap and the give to the left. And almost to the 40 before he gets stopped. On the carry, that'll be 20. I believe it'll be number 28, Jazarius Mays, the 8th grader with the carry there. Down to the 38-yard line. Had the rolled up jersey, so it could have been a 5, 6, and 8. And they don't have a number 25, number 26. So 28 it is. I formation. Kessner. Under center. Well, not the I formation. Kessner. Here's the give. And a quick stop there by the Americans. Ball carried by Eagles number 34. It's going to be Jordan Lomi. Or Lomi. down to the 38. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Eagles have come out firing on all cylinders, minus a trick play by ASP. Here's a keeper for Kessner up the middle, down to the 44-yard line. Bring up a Tri-Cities 2nd and 5. And Tri-Cities here last week rather, and then their only, I believe their only previous appearance a couple years ago, taking on the Augusta Eagles. What a shootout game that was. A very young team. Used to have football, then dropped the program here. Meanwhile, here's a throw out to the right-hand side. This is to Josiah Williams. Finally brought down. Let's see where they mark him. At the 36-yard line, we do have a flag. I feel like it's probably going to be for a horse collar. Yep, horse collar. So the penalty is on, they called the penalty on Tri-Cities. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm kerfuffled, but so on sportsmanlike conduct, the call here. Meanwhile, here's the give to Williams again. Williams around the left-hand side. Flag flies in. Williams down the left sideline. Forced out of bounds again, but could this be the second long run by Williams called back? It is. Another penalty called against Tri-Cities. We'll march them back further, and at this point, Williams has ripped off 2 long runs. Yeah, Williams has ripped off 2 long runs in a row. Both to be called back, back-to-back plays called back due to penalties. But yeah, this would be the 3rd time Tri-Cities has played up here at Rocky Top Sports World in the Black Bear Brawl. First time against the Augusta Eagles. Big shootout game that the Eagles won in that one. And then last week against the Lighthouse Warriors. So Tri-Cities comes in 0-2 in this season kickoff game. Meanwhile, American Sports Prep, they are 0-1 after their only appearance last year against the Tennessee Heat. Here's Kessner dropping back, fires, got his man, who made his man miss. Now he's around the left-hand side, has a blocker, picks up the block. Now he's going to try and outrun. Oh, what a stiff arm. Still on his feet. He beat Robinson into the end zone. Touchdown, Tri-Cities Christian. There is a flag on the far side. Let's see if we can see what it is. There's a hit there on the far side around the 20. Could be the flag there. The call was touchdown. They're discussing it right now. 3:03 to go in the first quarter. So we have an unsportsmanlike penalty called against Tri-Cities. Actually, 2 unsportsmanlike called against Tri-Cities. 1 called against American Sports Prep. So let's see where they spot this ball. So the touchdown will, of course, not stand. The ball will get spotted at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for Tri-Cities Christian. Again, 3:03 to go here in the first quarter. Like I said before, make sure you got 2 screens going. Got a good one going on. Got a good one. It should be a good one up on the main field on our main channel, 8-Man Extreme. Tennessee Tigers taking on Faith Christian. Meanwhile, quarterback option, keeper by Kessner, weaving his way. He'll get down almost to the 10. They're going to spot it at the 12. Maybe the 11. Well, they'll go the 11. It'll be a 1st and 10 Tri-Cities Christian. Great run there by Kessner. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles. Looking to make it a 2-score game. I'm going to call it right here. Run by Williams. Nope, I was wrong. He's blocking. It's a give. Up the middle and into the end zone. No flags. This is number 21, Kelly. And Tri-Cities has now added to their lead. Quick after the interception in the end zone on the Americans' first drive of the game. So let's see if they get the 2-point here. They do have a kicker listed on the roster, but looks like they're going 2s today. Throw to the back of the end zone. Hauled in. Number 10, Maddox Johnson, will extend the Eagles' lead to 16 with the catch. Pass from Costner. Just like that, Tri-Cities already 2 scores up on American Sports Prep. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff right here on 8-Man Extreme Alabama. Tri-Cities kicking off for a second time. Fumble on the kickoff. And that was number 52, Latham, looking to haul it in, unable to do so. And Tri-Cities is going to retain possession of the ball. 2:19 to go in the first quarter with a 2-score lead. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles. Looks like the Eagles have picked their spot. They kicked it there on the prior kickoff. And American Sports Prep able to get the ball, run a trick play, and get deep. Interception in the end zone. If you're just joining, interception in the end zone on the Americans' first drive of the game. Tri-Cities able to capitalize and put it in the end zone themselves. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Pitch here to number 34 on the left-hand side. Makes the one defender miss. Outruns the second. Outruns the third. He's in for the touchdown. Give him 6. Number 34, Jordan Luamai. And Tri-City scores. Now, we do have a flag sitting around the 2-yard line. Let's see what we've got here. It'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct, and I believe it'll be enforced on the kickoff. Let's see where the ball ends up getting spotted. So the touchdown stands. There must have been unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. Because the ball now spotted at the 18, 15-yard penalty from the 3 puts the ball at the 18. Long 2-point conversion attempt here. Play fake. Kestner throws. He's got Williams. 2-point conversion is good. And just like that, Tri-Cities Christian, it's a 3-score game here at the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. Onside or squib kick attempt again. This time it goes out of bounds. Let's see if they make him re-kick it or if American Sports Prep takes it. Takes the ball spot. So penalty was called against Tri-Cities. American Sports Prep, it'll be 1st and 10 for them. The question is, where will the ball be spotted? Under 2 minutes to go here in the game. Meanwhile, at the main field, Faith Christian up 7-0 on the Tennessee Tigers. So we'll get 1st and 10 from the 45 here for American Sports Prep. First drive ran a trick play, and then 2 plays later had an interception. Meanwhile, here's a carry around the right-hand side. This is Burrows, and Burrows is going to get dropped just shy of the 40. Good hard run, though, by the young man. And it'll be an American Sports Prep first down. Looked like it was designed to go to the left, and then Burrows reversed field. Got a great block there by Austin Booth, the senior quarterback. I'm mistaken. They'll mark him at the 42, but it is first down. Coming up on a minute to go in the first quarter. Tri-Cities 3-score lead here. Here's the give again to Burrows. He might have made it to the 40. Number 4, Burrows on the carry, brought down a whole flock of Eagles. Under a minute to go. Now coming up on 30 seconds. Should be the last play of the first quarter here. I formation. Rolling left. Fires deep. And this time he gets his man. What a catch. That's number 3 for Tri-Cities. Get the name, Kamarion Robinson. And a great connection there. Great job by Robinson adjusting to the ball. And that was Kelly who got the pick. Looks like Robinson and Kelly will be best friends all game. Kelly unable to grab the ball, or Robinson earlier unable to grab the ball earlier. Kelly with the interception, but a 1st and 10 here for the Americans. The give. This is to Burrows around the right-hand side, and he'll get dropped. After a small gain. A beautiful shot of the sunset here in Gatlinburg. Of course, can't see the mountains from down here at this lower field. Beautiful, beautiful set up. A nice night, a little warm, but a nice night for some football. End of the first quarter. Tri-Cities up big, 24-0 here at the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. Tri-Cities, no, or I'm sorry, American Sports Prep, rather, knocking on the door to make this back to a get this back to a two-score game. Snap, give, Robinson. No, that's not Robinson, but he bounces to the outside. That's number 13, Townsend, and that is an ASP touchdown. Great job there by Townsend. Nothing up the middle, nothing to the right, reverses field, and there he found nothing but green to get on the board. Meanwhile, up at the main field, we got a ball game on our hands. Ethan Musser just hit a bomb to Isaac Orbke, who took off for about a 60. He caught it and ran about another 60 yards after making a man miss, picking up a block. If I remember correctly, extra point attempt. Let me check. I believe it was extra point attempt was no good. Well, Faith Christian has scored since then. Meanwhile, throw to the left-hand side. Caught. Robinson has the 2. American Sports Prep brings this to a 16-point game. And it's interesting now here in the second. American Sports Prep makes it a 2-score game. What a bomb of a kick. Tri-Cities will return. A couple guys run into each other. Reverses field. This is Williams around the left-hand side. Williams is dangerous as a returner. They might knock him down at the 50. Good return there by Williams. We do have a flag. So let's see what we've got here. So we get a hold called on Tri-City. So they will retain possession of the ball. It would be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. So far, not a ton of struggles on offense in today's game. Throw out to the left-hand side. And that's Strickler. He'll make it across the 40. And he'll pick up the first down. Williams with the return last year when Tri-Cities was in the SEC. He was first team all-conference punt and kick returner. Definitely a very special player. Headed into his sophomore year. Here's the pitch to Kelly. Kelly will go up the middle, pick up some hard-fought yards across the 50. It'll be a not a first down. Yes, it will be a first down. Great job by Kelly cutting up inside and moving the chains for the Eagles. Tri-Cities clicking on all cylinders tonight. Coming up on 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Get that fixed. There we go. Here's the give. Up the middle. Flag flies in on the backside of the play. Williams with the carry. We'll get the flag here. Face mask called against the Americans, so the run will stand and they'll add to it. Ball will end up getting spotted almost to the 30-yard line, about the 30 and a half. With under 10 to go in the first half. Kestner under center. And hard count will get a jump. Tri-Cities has been working that hard count tonight. Encroachment called against the Americans. It'll give them 5 more. Now they'll be at the 25.5-yard line. Maybe the 26. I'm going 25.5. Kestner takes the snap. Reverse around the left-hand side. Kelly with the carry. And he's down past the crowd. And it'll be a Tri-Cities rather. 1st and 10. Caught the end of the run there. 21, Ian Kelly on the carry. Forced out of bounds by a host of Americans. First and goal, Tri-Cities. Pistol formation for Kestner. Quarterback option. He dumps it off to Williams. Williams dragging the first defender with him into the end zone. Touchdown's the call. Williams adds to Tri-Cities' lead. They bring it back to a 3-score game, pending the 2-point conversion attempt. In the background, you can see the Gatlinburg Pittman High School softball field, which is Kelly has the 2-point conversion by the attempt. Usually the home of the Gatlinburg Cap Classic this past season. They played it in Maryville, but last year they had it right here on this field. Of course, we had the broadcast. We're going to step aside. Tri-Cities up big, 32-8. Tri-Cities will attempt The squib kick grabbed by the Americans inside the 40 and carried up to about the 47-yard line. This would be number 1, Kingston Hargrove with the return. And American Sports Prep back in business. We'll get a timeout called here by American Sports Prep. They'll burn their first of the half, possibly to regroup. Let's check in on the game happening up on the main field. Faith Christian Patriots out of North Carolina, Tennessee Tigers. Patriots with a 14-6 lead still in the first quarter there. It looks like the first quarter might have just ended. Yep, I'm going to say the first quarter just ended. They just went to break, so got a good one going on there. Let's talk about the schedule for American Sports Prep. Talk about that here during the second quarter, of course, kicking off their season here in Gatlinburg at the Black Bear Brawl. Next Thursday, they will be hosting Russell Christian Academy out of Meridian, Mississippi. Meanwhile, Americans on offense now. First and 10. Robinson takes the snap, looking, fires, passes incomplete. Intended for Townsend. So American Sports Prep next week, they'll host Russell Christian on Thursday. So quick turnaround for these guys, 5 days between games. And then they'll host the East Central Patriots, Mississippi Tornadoes. So a good little homestand for them. Yeah, they'll host Russell Christian, East Central, Mississippi, Trinity Homeschool Christian Homeschool Eagles, and Southern Christian. And then they'll go on the road. They'll go to Evangel Christian, Ezekiel Academy, Tuscaloosa Christian, Lighthouse Warriors, and then at the end of the season, they'll host what's called the American Bowl. And we'll get another timeout called here. We'll step aside. American Sports Prep burning their second time out of the half. Get a game plan together. They've made it across the 45 to the 46. And a jump there. They're going to call encroachment on the Eagles and give American Sports Prep another 5 yards. I ran through American Sports Prep schedule after today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight home games, and then they go on the road for four games. At the end of the season, we were talking to Coach Teasley on Extreme Talk over on the main channel. You can catch it tomorrow at 3 p.m. The latest edition of it. Meanwhile, here's a carry by Burrows. Not a whole lot there. But got a chance to talk to Coach Teasley on the show this past Sunday and found out the American Bowl is a game that American Sports Prep will play against the ACSC team that does not make the playoffs. So that'll be an interesting one to keep an eye on and see what happens there. Tri-Cities Christian, though, especially, of course, not a ton of 8-man teams around them playing some 11-man. Meanwhile, you got a carry here down to about the 50. That was Burrows on the carry. Tri-Cities all over the place, man. Of course, the Black Bear Brawl this week and next week, or last week and this week. Got a flag coming in on the play. We got a sportsmanlike called against American Sports Prep. It'll back him up 15 yards. Next week, Tri-Cities Christian, they will take on the Kings Academy, who just brought football back. They'll play that game at ETSU, East Tennessee State University. And then they'll take on Fairland High School out of Proctorville, Ohio. They'll head to Bland County and Rocky Gap. I believe that's Virginia. Yep, Rocky Gap, Virginia. They'll take on Southlake Christian Academy at ETSU again. They'll go to West Oak in Westminster, South Carolina. They'll take on Grace Baptist at home. Play that game at East Tennessee State University. And then they'll play the away game against Kings Academy and then close out the season taking on Castlewood High School out of Castlewood, Virginia. So a very interesting schedule for Tri-Cities Christian. And this will be, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these will be the only 8-man games that Tri-Cities Christian will play all year. And then they'll try to play some 11-man. We'll see how it goes for the Eagles throughout the season. Meanwhile, American Sports Prep opts to punt. Shorter punt will go out of bounds around the 46. No, 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. If you joined us, of course, a little bit later start to the game. Had a lightning delay during the first game between Southern Christian and the Mississippi Tornadoes. That happened in the second quarter, so it kind of pushed everything back about an hour. And kickoff happened at 8 o'clock here, maybe 45 minutes, somewhere in there. Meanwhile, Kessner pitched to Kelly on the right-hand side. Makes a man miss, second man miss. Kelly off to the races. Let's see if they get him. Nope. Robinson tried to come in on the backside, but Tri-Cities Christian with another touchdown. Let's see if we can back it up just a little bit more. Well, maybe not. Might not be able to back it up that far. But a great run there by Kelly. And if Tri-Cities gets this, it'll be a 32-point game. Kessner under center, give. Up the middle. Ball carried by Mays. We do have a flag, so let's see if the 2-point stands. Now that flag is back in the end zone. We'll get the call. American Sports Prep acting like the 2 point's going to stand, so we'll go ahead and tack that on there. Here's the call. Unsportsmanlike called. Personal foul called against American Sports Prep. So the 2-point conversion will stand. It'll be a 32-point game. And we'll have the kickoff momentarily right here on 8-Man Extreme Alabama. Tri-Cities Christian set to kick off from the 45. That kick is going to go out of bounds. A absolute bullet. So we'll see. We'll see if American Sports Prep elects to make them re-kick or if they take it. Let's see. A little unsure here. So I'm assuming I didn't see. I'm almost assuming somebody from American Sports Prep touched it because it looked like it went out of bounds around the 20. That's the only explanation I've got here. Meanwhile, Robinson is back at quarterback in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, pressured, rolls left, trying to get the edge. He has it, and he'll get forced out of bounds. Great job there by Robinson to adapt on the play. Pressured right off the bat. Looks like that was might have been 28 there. But flushed out of the pocket, makes his way almost to the 40. Yeah, well, they'll mark it at the 40, so 1st and 10. We'll go ahead and give Tri-Cities possession of the ball there. And First and 10. Here's the snap taken by Kelly. He'll roll right. Was going to throw. He's going to tuck it. Flag flies in on the backside of the play. Or right by the ball carrier. Let's see what the flag is.
Robinson on the carry. Brought down by number 11, Williams. We got a flag on play.
Holding called against the Americans. And that run will get negated. Kelly pulls the snap in, goes right, makes a man miss, and he'll be forced out of bounds past the 40. So he'll get back up to about where he was before the holding call. No flags on the play on this one, so the result will stand and be spotted at the 44. First and 10. Let's see if we got anything replay-wise. No, we got the end of the play. It'll be first and 10. Kelly takes the snap, looking left, wants to throw, decides to tuck it after being pressured, rolls right, and credit Turf Monster with the tackle in that one. Not seeing him on the I don't see him on the Tri-Cities roster, but a big contributor there for the Eagles. Loss of yardage on the play. Third and long for American Sports Prep. As you can see the clock there, under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. High snap, Kelly pulls it down, takes off, makes a couple guys miss, but finally gets back across the 35. Makes up for some of the yardage he lost on the last run. Kelly doing his best here. And unless they're able to score, looks like we will have running clock here in the second half. Now under 2 minutes to go. Looks like Kelly, he might be back to punt this one. Meanwhile, they'll flag near side for a false start. And it'll back him up 5 more yards. James Shannon here on the call. Whit Maxwell working the camera. Well, a little bit of audio there. So Kelly's going to try and punt this one. Snap over his head. He's going to go back and grab it. Nope, he does not have time. He's just going to have to run this one. Let's see if he can make chicken pot pie to chicken scrap. Kelly across the 30 did his best, but a high snap, and he is slow to get up. That young man has been through it this drive. And he does end up getting up. Meanwhile, at the main field, Faith Christian, 28-6 lead on the Tennessee Tigers. Patriots just pouring it on. And I mean, to come up here in Gatlinburg, let's look at it both ways, right? You see 4 games, and really the first game up at the main field, East Central JP2, it ended up being a pretty good game, pretty decent game. You do have 3 games a little lopsided here. Meanwhile, Tri-Cities in the pistol. Here's Kessner taking the snap, looking left, fires left. Pass is caught down to the 10. Great catch there by Matthew Strickler. And Tri-Cities in striking distance. But you look at this game, the game going on at the main field, the earlier game between Southern Christian and Mississippi Tornadoes, and yes, a little bit of lopsided games, but look at it from the winning team's point of view. Starting off the season like that can be really invigorating. Really give you a great start to the year. You're going to see some stuff that you need to correct. Meanwhile, Kessner, he's in. Touchdown, Tri-Cities Christian, pouring it on here in Gatlinburg, trying to make up for the goose egg last week. And a player slow to get up. This is Kelly, man. He is going through it right now. They're signaling for American Sports Prep coaches. To come check on him. We'll get an injury timeout. We'll step aside. So we've got a flag called against Tri-City, so the touchdown will not stand. Back Tri-Cities Christian up. Kessner fires, got his man. They scored regardless. That's number 10, Maddox Johnson. They said, "We'll fine. We'll do it again. We'll score again." Kessner with a dime. Maybe not a dime. A little bit behind Johnson. Tri-Cities Christian now 18 seconds. Carry here by Williams, 2-point conversion is successful. If you're American Sports Prep, you started off strong. Not started off strong. I mean, Tri-Cities kind of came out, but American Sports Prep able to score. But since then, just kind of seems like they're stuck in a quagmire. Not the one from Family Guy, but stuck in a quagmire. Just can't get out of this rut. This almost like a swamp. that they're stuck in, trying to get something going. They'll have a play every now and then. But for the most part, it's been all Tri-Cities. There's a kick, and it could be fielded by American Sports Prep, and it will be. And on the return, trying to go far side, this will be number 31, Kieran Goodson, the sophomore. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. If you're American Sports Prep, you got to go into halftime, see if you can regroup a little bit, get some synchronization going. Just got to get on the same page. Got to get something moving. Got to get the blood flowing a little bit. Tri-Cities Christian is completely synchronized right now and firing on all cylinders, minus some penalties, but they're making it happen. And it's got to feel good after the result of last week. I mean, take away a touchdown for American Sports Prep and Tri-Cities, and you got the final score from last week. So Tri-Cities has come out in this first half. And they said, we are not leaving Gatlinburg with another loss. We will step aside for halftime. Looks like a 10-minute halftime to make up for some of the lightning delay in the first game. When we come back, Tri-Cities, we'll have a running clock. We'll look to see if they can make up and close out this game. And we're back with the second half of action. American Sports Prep receiving the opening kickoff for the second half. Burrows on the return, just shy of the 50-yard line. And with the 40-point lead for Tri-Cities Christian, the clock will begin to run. Meanwhile, up at the main field and also on our main channel, 8-Man Extreme, Faith Christian taking on the Tennessee Tigers. Got a pretty good one going on there, 28-12. Game still in the second quarter. Have not made it to halftime there yet, so got a good one going on there. Maybe have both screens going. Definitely mute this one. And check out the commentary from Preston McElhaney and Blake Biggs. Meanwhile, this will be Kelly in the shotgun, looking, no one open. He's still got his eyes down the field. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A loss for a few yards. It'll bring up a second down. I do have to say, I do like those I'm completely off base. I do like the Tri-Cities uniforms. I can't tell what brand American Sports Prep is using. Tri-Cities Under Armour uniforms. I'm a big fan of Under Armour. If you know me, you know. Meanwhile, we'll have a flag on the play. It'll march American Sports Prep back to the 42. Beautiful night here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee at Rocky Top Sports World. We're at Bud Parton Field. I say beautiful. I mean, it's still a little warm. It's one of those nights you want to go swimming, you want to hop in the pool after the game, throw your swim trunks on, your Speedo, your shorts and a T-shirt, whatever you're comfortable in. But just to cool off a little bit. Burrows with the carry here around the right-hand side. And across the right at the 50 is where he'll be marked out of bounds. Good hard run there by Burrows. And bring up a American Sports Prep 3rd and 8. Of course, with a running clock, we're coming up on 8 minutes remaining. Probably need to fix that to the third quarter, rather. There we go. Now it's correct. Burrows takes the snap, keeper down to the 45. He's going to be just shy of a first down. We'll see if Kelly is back into the game. Kelly just doing an amazing job tonight, keeping his team going, making plays, just being flexible for his team, just whether it be, what he needs to do in terms of carrying the ball, what role he needs to play for the team, whether he's running, just, moving back and forth, just darting in and out, just, quick like a jellyfish. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do for your team. Burrows is under center on this one, takes the snap, rolls right, and he'll pick up another 2 yards or so. Looks like a designed run to move the chains, and he does. 1st and 10, American Sports Prep. So the ball will be spotted at the 43. As you can see, the clock under 7 minutes now in the third quarter. Tri-Cities Christian with the big lead here. It's got to feel good coming off of the loss last week to the Lighthouse Warriors, 40-0, to kick off their independent season. Carry here, and he'll get stuffed in the backfield. Was that Kelly with the carry there, maybe? Yeah, Kelly with the carry. No, I'm sorry, not Kelly. That was 28. That was Mays. Jazarius Mays with the carry. There's the snap, the give to the left. And Mays on the carry again. Now that's clearly a 26. It's very clearly a 26, but no 26 on the Tri-Cities roster. So I doubt it's Mays, but I'm not quite sure who 26 is. Rosters were pulled from Max Preps, and there's no number 28 on there. So apologies to the folks back in Bluntville, the families of Tri-Cities Christian, whoever's family that young man is. No. no. No offense meant. Meanwhile, couple linemen doing some back rolls. Penalty called on American Sports Prep. And it'll give Tri-Cities Christian a first down. Kestner with the snap and the give. This is Williams with the carry. 2 flags come in. Down to the 31. It was a good run by Williams. We're going to look at it. Great jump cut there. Flag and flag. I did see some linemen down. The 2 flags could be for the same situation. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. They'll call it on Tri-Cities Christian. Will back the ball up to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Or not 1st and 10, I'm sorry, but Tri-Cities Christian with some yards to make up. Here's Strickler with the carry. Brought down around the 50. I keep referring to the upper field. The gap has gotten larger. It was 28-12 in the second quarter. Faith Christian now leading 34-12 in the second quarter up on the main field. And it looks like we are headed to halftime in that game, with the Patriots up 34-12 on the Tigers. So Preston McElhaney, Blake Biggs on the call there. James Shannon here. Whit Maxwell running the camera down here at Bud Parton Field. Big shout out to the crew making it happen this weekend. And best wishes. A couple crew members wanted to make it, unable to. and completely understand there and their respective situations. Definitely hope the best for them. We do get a timeout called here by Tri-Cities, and we'll reset American Sports Prep's timeouts so because they have not called any here in the second half. We will step aside for just a moment during the timeout. This is the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. And we're back to the action here at Bud Parton Field, coming up on a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Tri-Cities Christian regrouping after that timeout. And a jump there will give the Eagles 5 more yards. Clock will continue to run, coming up on a minute to go here. Mainfield just hitting halftime. It was a solid first half there. We'll see what happens in that one. Kessner, play fake. He'll keep it up the middle and brought down a good, solid form tackle by Burrows. We're actually going to watch that replay because that was a great hit. A good textbook hit there. Yeah, good one. Good job. Good form tackling by number 4, Lathan Burrows, the sophomore. And that should do it for the third quarter. They might run one more play. Let's see. They might squeeze one more in. They're gonna. They might. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Nope. That's going to be in the end of the third quarter. They are out of time to run one more play. When we come back, we're going to close out this fourth quarter, close this game out with the fourth quarter. Tri-City should get a big win here at the 2026 Gatlinburg Black Bear Brawl. And we're back with the fourth quarter of action. Kessner with the give. And then around the left-hand side, so you got the carry there. That was Strickler down across the 30. Of course, like I said, we'll now Strickler playing a little quarterback. Give to number 30, and there's nothing there. Big stop by American Sports Prep. Ball carried by number 30 for the Eagles. Of course, no number 30 on their roster, so we're still looking for 26 and 30. They have gone the way of Waldo. We can't find them. Can't find their names, rather. They're right there on the field. Just can't find their names. Bad snap. Strickler, not a bad snap, but he wasn't ready for it. But he is able to fall on the ball. There will be a loss of yardage. Let's see where they spot this. Around the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. For Tri-Cities Christian, they'll bring in the punt team. First punt of the day for the Eagles. Here's the punt. It'll drop. Won't quite make it to the 20. It'll get picked up by Mays around the 24-yard line. That's where American Sports Prep will take over. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in the game. A lot of action happening across the country and specifically across the Southeast, especially in the 8-man world. There's only one place. There is only one place you can catch up on all the action. That's Extreme Talk right on our main channel tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central. We'll be live, myself, Blake Biggs, who is a future, I'm calling it right now, future Gatlinburg All-American Hall of Famer. And, of course, the recently named Gatlinburg All-American Hall of Famer, Eli Cornett, should be on the show. I know schedules have been pretty crazy for all of us. But should have all 3 of us back on the show tomorrow. So make sure you tune in to that. Meanwhile, Burrows is going to take the under center snap. Started right, came back left, got across the 35. Down about the 37. Now under 8 minutes to go. Going to bring up a American Sports Prep 2nd down. Of course, both these teams playing independently this season. Tri-Cities Christian, former member of the SEEC, decided to go independent, trying to go the 11-man route. And playing their only 2 8-man games of the year here in Gatlinburg. Burrows takes the snap, pressured, fires left, and pass falls incomplete. American Sports Prep, 2nd-year program. They are also independent. Of course, they've got eyes on possibly the ACSC. They will play the American Bowl at the end of the season, and that'll be them playing whoever does not make the ACSC playoffs. Let the speculations begin there. But they are playing all the teams in the ACSC, so they'll play somebody twice. I talked about Tri-City, talked about both of their schedules earlier, but Really, Tri-Cities doing a little bit of barnstorming. Now they do have get a cool setup. You get to play some games at East Tennessee State University, so pretty cool deal there. Meanwhile, Burrows has the snap, and he's just trying to find somewhere to run. Gets across the 35. American Sports Prep. Well, I was going to say they're keeping the clock moving, but the clock's going to move regardless, unless you get an injury or a timeout. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining. I want to give a big thank you to Rocky Top Sports World and Mr. Andrew Capps, kind of the head guy putting on not just this event, but Gatlinburg All-American Game, Gatlinburg Cap Classic. There's a pass off the left-hand side, and it's completed to number 1 for American Sports Prep. It's Kingston Hargrove, the sophomore. But putting these events on, and they got a volleyball All-American. They'll start basketball next season, I believe. So big things happening here at Rocky Top Sports World. Of course, they're always busy, but really doing some great things for small programs and small schools like these. And it's been an honor to be associated with them. Snap on the ground. Burrows is going to pick it up. He's going to run it. We do have a flag on the far side of the field. Burrows makes a couple defenders miss. Finally, Mays is going to get him around the 40. I'm just now realizing I neglected to change the possession arrow. My bad. So we will get a flag sponsored by Clorox. A lot of laundry on the field today between the first and second games. These flags are definitely going to have to get washed, and might need a little Clorox, a little Gain, a little Tide, maybe even some Dawn dish soap. Who knows? Four minutes to go here in the game, and you love to see the sportsmanship. I mean, there's been a couple little incidents, but overall good sportsmanship. Here's Burrows in the shotgun. He was looking deep. He still wants to throw it, and he will. Looking deep, and incomplete. Ball falls short, intended for number. Intended for Kyron Goodson is incomplete. But again, want to give a big thank you to Mr. Andrew Capps, Rocky Top Sports World, for the hospitality, always having the crew and I down to do these games, and it's always an honor, always a pleasure to try to present these games for these young men, give folks back home a chance to watch that may not have that opportunity. Always a blast. Let's check in on the game up top. Meanwhile, Burrows brought down for a loss. Under 3 minutes to go. And it'll be Tri-Cities. Nope, it's still American Sports Prep ball. Just starting the third quarter up at the top field. Faith Christian up 34-12 on the Tennessee Tigers. So we'll see how that game closes out as this one comes to a wrap. Looks like Burrows is probably going to punt this one away. And he will. Not a super long kick. Down. It'll stop around the 36. That's where Tri-Cities will take over and probably run. I'd say they're probably going to get 2 plays in. I'm going to go out on a limb. Probably 2 plays. Not a betting man. But I'm calling 2 plays right here. Maybe 1. I don't know. We're down to almost a minute left. Kastner will take the snap and knee it down, so they will run 2 plays. Just looking to close it out. I'll have to have 1 more snap, and then that'll do it here at Rocky Top Sports World. Early word, getting the word that your MVP is going to be number 21, Ian Kelly from Tri-Cities Christian. Had an absolute heck of a first half. And that'll do it. Teams will line up at midfield and shake hands. Tri-Cities Christian gets their first win in Gatlinburg. American Sports Prep moves to 0-2. That's going to do it from Bud Parton Field. Final score, Tri-Cities Christian 48, American Sports Prep 8. For Whit Maxwell working the camera at the top field, Preston McElhaney, Blake Biggs holding it down. I'm James Shannon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you catch Extreme Talk tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central, right on our main channel, 8-Man Extreme. And then the next broadcast we'll have on our main channel will be more than likely we'll have the CFA championship game in Tuscaloosa. But stay tuned to our social medias at 8-Man Extreme, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll have more info for you there. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.